Hi, Global Affairs Analyst Michael Boswicker here. So right behind me, as you can see, is the Russian Embassy in Ottawa, Canada. And in the foreground is a sign in recognition of Ukraine. So what happened when the Soviet Union broke apart? A lot of these embassy properties, which represented the Soviet Union, went automatically to the Russian Federation, went automatically to Moscow. What also happened is the seat that the Soviet Union occupied in the UN Security Council went to Moscow. That left other former Soviet republics, Ukraine, Poland, Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia, and so on, Kazakhstan, to fend for their own, basically, and to get their own diplomatic properties. So in some countries, including some Ukrainian diplomatic installations here in Ottawa, at least one part of it, was donated by the Ukrainian community. So it's remained a bone of contention. But also what happens in the UN, for example, the UN system, is that Russia obviously has a lot more people, a lot more resources. So when it comes to attending UN events, for example, like the one here in Ottawa, which is about plastics pollution, they show up with a big delegation, and they're here from before, during, and after. Whereas the Ukrainian delegation, for example, maybe is here for 2 days, and that is about it. There is a war going on, of course, and Ukraine has pretty big matters on its hands. So I wanted to give you a little bit of a sliver of the reality of diplomacy when it comes to the former Soviet Union. But one more quick thought. I mean, behind me, that embassy has gone through a renovation or a facelift or two. But in the 60s and 70s especially, there were a lot of protests out here against the Kremlin for the imprisonment of prisoners of conscience, Ukrainians and others who had been arrested and tortured and sent to Siberia. And there was a lot here going on. And in fact, I have the video of it. There's a chap who just marched by with the Ukrainian flag, and then there were others the other day here too. So there you have it, from the very well-known Charlotte Street here in Ottawa, in front of the Russian Embassy.